Myself, Dr. R. R. Sanap, Head Department of Botany, Rao Bahadur Narayan Rao Borakke College, Srampur. Today, let us see about the practical of TY BSc Botany, that is paper 2nd, BO 348. So here, this paper, it is the second paper of TY BSc Botany. So there are 4 sub parts of this paper. Out of that, one is the Spermatophyta and Paleobotany. So in that Spermatophyta, we have to study the gymnosperm, in that study of life cycle of Pinus, study of life cycle of Netum, and some plant families and some fossil specimens. So before that, when we are going to do any type of practical in the botanical laboratory, the microscope, it is very important equipment. So each and everyone should be familiar for this microscope. And this microscope, as I told you, it is very important equipment used in the laboratory. And this microscope, there are so many types of microscopes commonly used. So the first is the dissecting microscope. Then second is the compound microscope. Second is the binocular microscope. Fourth one is the phase contrast microscope. Fifth one is the electron microscope. So here there are so many types of microscopes which are commonly used in the biological study. So out of that, this dissecting and the compound microscopes, they are very commonly used in the laboratory. So this binocular microscope, it is also used. It is having the 2 tubes. Phase contrast microscope, it is advanced one. Electron microscope, it is used for study the different microscopic organisms like the viruses, bacteria, and so on. So today we will going to study the dissecting and the compound microscope. So these 2 microscopes, they are commonly used in the laboratory. So in that we will see about the construction of the microscope and the mechanism of the microscope and how the microscopes, they are handled. So let us see about this study of these 2 microscopes, that is dissecting and the compound microscope. Friends, today we are going to study the microscope. So the microscope, it is very important equipment for the biological studies. As far as concerned to the botany, here the various types of microscopes are used. Friends, when we are going to operate the microscope, firstly, the place where you are working, you should be clean, your hands should be clean, and the microscope that you are going to handle, it should be properly cleaned. And for that purpose, to clean the lenses, the muslin cloth or the cotton handkerchief, it is used. Take the handkerchief or the muslin cloth, firstly clean the lenses and the body of the microscope. So firstly, we will see about the dissecting microscope. So this is the dissecting microscope. So this microscope, it consists of the different parts. First, it is the foot. Then this erect portion, it is called as the limb. To this limb, there is a presence of the rectangular glass plate. It is known as the stage, and to this stage on its upper side the two clips are present, and these clips, they are very important when we are observing this slide. And here the two coarse adjustment screws are present. With the help of that screw we can operate this microscope up and down. And this is the folding arm. On that folding arm there is the presence of the lens, and below it, below this arm, there is the presence of mirror. With the help of that mirror we can adjust the light. So firstly, when we are going to observe the slide, at this move this mirror toward the light, and the bright sunlight, it is harmful for the eyes. So the diffuse light, it is used when we are going to observe any type of material at the time of practical. And so focus this lens or adjust this mirror towards the light, then observe it from the upper side through this objective, this lens, and when we will observe that the light which is reflected from this mirror through this object, and that object when you see the clearly, then we can suppose that your microscope, it is properly adjusted. Now, what is the purpose of this dissecting microscope? So as the name indicates, this microscope, it is used for dissecting the floral parts. So for the taxonomical purpose, this dissecting microscope, it plays a very important role. Besides this, for the separation of embryo, this dissecting microscope is used. So thus here, this dissecting microscope, it is used for the taxonomical study, embryological study, and so on. So when we are going to observe the plant material and dissect the plant material, then for that purpose this microscope is used. Now the another microscope is the compound microscope. So see, this is the compound microscope. So in the laboratory, very commonly used microscope after the dissecting microscope is the compound microscope. First, let us see about the construction of this microscope, different parts of this microscope, and the functions of this microscope. Then we will see about the mechanism of this microscope. So see here, this is the basal foot of the microscope. So this is the foot on which the entire body of this microscope is settled. Here there is the presence of the limb, or it is also called as the pillar. As the name indicates, the pillar, so it functions like the pillar, and the entire body, it is fitted on this pillar, and later on it is settled on this foot. Now this is the limb, or it is also called as the arm. With the so with our handle we can catch it, and here this limb and this pillar, it is fitted with the help of the screws. It is known as the inclination joint. So this is the inclination joint where these two parts, they are fitted to each other. Now here there is a presence of the rectangular portion. It is known as the stage. So this stage, it is very important when we are going to observe the slide under the microscope. Suppose this is the slide. The slide, it is placed on this stage, and then we can observe it from the eyepiece, So thus for keeping this slide, this stage is playing the very important role. These are the two clips. So these clips, they are placed on this slide. So to remain this slide in fixed condition, these clips are playing very important role. So yet we move the microscope here and there at any direction, this slide it remains as it is. But if the clips are absent, then see here, this slide it immediately moves from one place to the another, and there is a possibility of falling down and the cutting this slide. So for that purpose, these clips they are used. Now below this stage, if we see here, there is the presence of the mirror, and this mirror, it is of two types. One is the concave mirror, another is plane mirror. So this concave mirror, it is adjusted towards the light. As I told you, the diffuse light, it is very useful. Sometimes artificial light, it may be used when you are using the artificial light. So at that time, the filter, particularly the blue filter, it is used to reduce the light intensity. So this is the mirror, which is useful for the light adjustment. Then below it, there is a presence of the iris diaphragm. So this iris diaphragm, this is the metallic disc. So this is the presence of the metallic disc, and this metallic disc, it with the help of this rod, we can open or we can close it. So what is the function of this iris diaphragm? So to control the light or to regulate the light, this aperture of this iris diaphragm is very useful. So when there is a more light of high intensity, and if you want the low intensity of light, then to regulate this aperture, this iris diaphragm is useful. So this is the iris diaphragm. It is made up of the metallic discs. Inner side to this, there is a presence of the condenser. So here, inner side to this, there is a condenser. So when actually this condenser, it is made up of one or two lenses. And when the light, suppose this light rays, parallel light rays, when they comes on this concave mirror, then later on this rays, parallel rays, they passes through this iris diaphragm. By adjusting this iris diaphragm, we can control the light, and that parallel rays, they reaches to the condenser. So here, see, these are the lenses present inner side to the iris diaphragm, and when the light rays, they reaches to this condenser, at that time the this rays, they get converged, and then later on that rays, they passes towards the objective, that nothing but our plane material or the slide. And so when we are observing this objective or plane material or slide, then the tissue structure or detailed structure of the tissue, it can be observed very properly. So thus here, this mirror, this iris diaphragm and this condenser, they are playing very important role when we are going to the any type of object. So when we are using this microscope, this mirror, then this iris diaphragm, then this condenser, it should be properly cleaned, and for that purpose this muslin cloth or the clean piece of cloth or handkerchief is used. So this is about these parts. Now here, this upper side of this limb, there is a presence of the tube. So this broad size tube, it is called as the body, or may be called as the body tube. and above it there is a presence of the small tube. It is known as the draw tube. So draw tube and body tube. And this, on the upper side of this draw tube, there is a presence of the ocular or the eyepiece. So this eyepiece, it is of different magnification. It may be from the 5x, 10x, 25x and so on. So it is the magnification. On the basis of this magnification, this eyepiece, they are placed above this draw tube. This draw tube, it is fitted to this limb, and this draw tube, it moves up and down like this. It moves up and down. For that purpose, here there is a presence of the screw and pinion system is present. So this is the screw and pinion system, where with the help of the screw we can adjust the microscope. So here there are two types of screws. Here it is known as the coarse adjustment screw, COARAC, coarse adjustment screw, and this is the fine adjustment screw. So thus here there are two types of screws with the help of which can move this body or body tube up and down. Now, what are the functions of why we are using these two types of screws? So if we want to remove this entire body very fastly, then this coarse adjustment screw is used. And when we want to move this body of the microscope or body tube of the microscope very gradually, then this fine adjustment screw is used. So thus here these are the two screws, coarse adjustment screw and fine adjustment screw. Now see here below this body there is a presence of this circular disc. Circular disc is present. It is known as the nose piece. So thus here this is the nose piece, and to this nose piece here 2 or 3 small these lenses are present. These are known as the objectives. So on that objectives different magnifications are mentioned. So here it is of 45x, here it is of 5x, here it is of 25x or 10x and so on. So here the 10x, it is called as the low power. If it is 45, 25 or 100x, then it is called as the high power. Now, what is meant by this low power? What is meant by this high power? So, this low power, when if we want to observe our object or our slide under the microscope, the 10x objective is used. Suppose this slide it is placed here, and it is we are going to observe the objective through this eyepiece, then 10x objective is used firstly, and under this 10x objective we can't observe the so we can observe the objective, but when we want to enlarge, we want to observe the material or the slide or the tissue in larger size. So at that time the high power is used. So it increases the magnification. So from 10 to 100. So see here 100, so 100 times its magnification it is increased. So this if we want to observe the object in the larger magnification, then the high power is used. Now firstly when we are going to observe the slide, firstly you should observe it under the low power, and when we are going to observe the objective under the high power, so you should keep this cover slip. Without cover slip, don't observe the slide under the high power. And thus here this different types of objectives, they are playing the very important role. And here when the slides are prepared, when you are going to prepare the slide, so that slide, it should be properly cleaned. For the cleaning purpose, the blotting paper should not be used. So for that purpose, the cotton handkerchief or the muslin cloth, it should be used. So when we are going to handle the slide, the catch like this, don't catch the slide like this, because the impressions of our fingers, they may get impressed on the slide, and so we can't observe our objective or our material very properly. So for that purpose, slide should be properly cleaned, cover slip should be properly cleaned, and the section when we are going to section of the any plant material, here you should take the section very properly and scientifically. Now when we are going to take the section of any type of plant material, then for that purpose, the plant material and the blade, it should be moistured, or it should be dipped in water. Now take this plant material, catch like this, blade should be also moistured or dip into the water, and blade should be properly catched. Don't use the blade like this, catch the blade like this, but here the safety blade should be properly catched. And then later on, plant material, it is dipped in water. This blade, it is placed on this finger. Firstly, take the section. This thumb, it should be below of this finger. Otherwise, if we catch the material like this, that finger it is below and this thumb it is on the upper side, there is a possibility of the injury. So for that purpose, the blade, it should be placed on this finger. Move this blade very smoothly on that plant material, and thus here very thin sections, they are obtained. And thus here, after taking the section, put these sections in this watch glass. So in your dissection box, all the materials, that is the essential things, this should be essential in your dissection box. Suppose these sections they are taken, then again wet this blade and this plant material, again place it on this finger and again move the like this. So that thus here these sections, they comes very thin sections we can take with the help of this blade and with this scientific method. And thus here such type of sections, these are obtained by adopting the specific scientific technique which is commonly used in the laboratory. So thus here this is about the dissecting, this is about the compound microscope and how the sections are cut with the help of the safety blade. So this is about the study of microscope and how the method, that is the method which is used, scientific method is used for taking the section. So thank you very much.